Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to make our graph for the albedo effect CCA. So what you want to do is open up a new Google Sheets document. You can title it, I just titled mine albedo ILI graph, just so that if you have to go back to it, you can find it. And then once you have that open, you're going to put your data table from your lab into the sheets. So in column A, you're going to have time with the unit minute in parentheses, and then your time data. So this is just fake data that I made up. You want to make sure that you're using your own data, but I'm just using this as a sample here. So our time, we went up to 20 minutes, most of us. Some of you guys went beyond that, up to 30. So whatever time you used, you're going to enter it there. Then I have my high albedo greenhouse, so that would be the light surface temperature. You could say light surface temperature if you want, instead of high albedo. And then low albedo, that would be the dark surface greenhouse temperature. All right, then I'm going to highlight, and you can pause this video as we go along so that you can follow the steps. But highlight, click and drag to highlight all of that data. And then you're going to insert a chart. There's two ways you can do that. You can use this button right here, or you can go to Insert, Chart. And it will create a graph for you. It might take a second. There we go. And this is almost what we want here. So we have a line graph, which is good because we're tracking something over time. So we usually use a line graph for that. But I want to change a couple things around. I want to make a better title, and I want to make a y-axis label and unit. So to do that, to customize your graph, you go to Customize over here in the chart editor. Chart style, that's to pick bar graph, line graph, pie chart. So we don't need to touch that. That's already set up for us as a line graph. But we do need to go to Chart and Axis Title. So for the chart title, I'm going to make my title change in temperature in greenhouses of varying albedo over time. Google doesn't like the word albedo. That's okay. All right, so now I have a good chart title, and now I want a y-axis label and title. So I'm going to click this where it says chart title. I'm going to go to vertical axis title, and my vertical axis is showing temperature. And I have my temperature in degrees Celsius, degrees C. So make sure you get a unit on there. All right, and then the last thing, my x-axis title is okay, time in minutes. So the last thing I want to do is change the scale. So I'm going to go down here to vertical axis. And there's an option to put in a minimum and a maximum. I'm going to make the minimum 20 degrees. And we can keep the maximum at 25. And you can see that just kind of blows up the graph a little bit, so you can clearly see the change in temperature over time. All right, then once your graph is good to go, just double check for titles, labels, a key. So see how the blue line is labeled as high albedo greenhouse, the red line is low albedo greenhouse. That's what we want. So once it's good to go, you can copy and paste. So you can just do Control C, or you can do two-finger click. Oh, nope, that doesn't work. Just kidding. So just Control C. And then you're going to go to your Google Doc that has your lab in it. And I was going to show you an example, but I don't have one open. So you would just open up your own lab. And under the heading that says graph, that's where you're going to do Control V. to paste that graph in there. Right? Hope this helps. It's taking forever.